Hey everyone, it's Carissa at Sprinkled with Glitter. Thanks for joining me today. I know it's been a little while since I've had a video, but I am here with a brand new video today featuring some of my favorite things, impressive Die-namics. These are hot foil dies and they are so much fun to use. You know me, I love anything shiny and sparkly, so I will take any chance I can to add some foil to my card. So I'm going to be doing that using my Gemini Junior hot foil press today and these brand new impressive hot foil dies from my favorite things. But here's the deal. I know all of you don't have the foil press, and so I'm going to show you at the end of this video how to use these impressive foil dynamics to create a blind embossed or debossed effect on your card, and also faux letterpress using your Gemini Junior. So be sure you stick around for that. You don't need the foil press platform to do it. You can do it with your traditional die cutting machine. You just have to play with the plates a little bit. So I've started out by blending a little bit of mint colored ink onto this watercolor cardstock panel, and I've cut down a piece of this beautiful icicle foil from Crafter's Companion, and I have my foil press all heated up and ready to go. And I am going to allow that to heat up for about 12 seconds on the platform of my foil press, and then remove the platform and run it through my Gemini Junior. And you can see that that pattern is pressed into my cardstock and the foil has been transferred into that impression. Now, I've done a lot of videos featuring the foil press, so I didn't want to spend a lot of time focusing on that today. But the way that you're going to do this is you're going to place your hot foil die with the pattern side up onto the platform. And then you're going to add your foil. Now you want the pretty side facing that pattern or facing down. And then you're going to add your cardstock on top of it. And then you can set your timer. Because I'm using a thicker cardstock, I'm allowing more time on the timer, so about 14 seconds. When that timer goes off, the foil press will beep, and then you can remove the platform and run it through with the top plate that comes with the foil press through your Gemini Junior, and it's going to press and transfer that foil into your cardstock. Now, the thicker your cardstock, the more of an impression you're going to get. So things like letterpress cardstock and watercolor cardstock work really well for this. Now, this impressive thank you hot foil plate also has a coordinating outline die. So I've used that to die cut my thank you sentiment. And then I'm going to create the same type of panel using some navy cardstock. But I wanted to show you how beautiful this icicle foil is on darker cardstock because it looks really transparent on the white. It just gives a little bit of iridescent shimmer. But on this navy cardstock, it is really beautiful. So I'm going to repeat that a few times on the navy cardstock and create a panel that is the same pattern as the original panel that I created with the mint blending. So you can see once again, I have my foil plate, my foil, my cardstock, and then my top plate. I'm laying that all onto the foil press platform. I'm going to wait for the timer to go off, and then I'm going to remove this and run it through my Gemini Junior. Now, each time you run it through your Gemini Junior, you're going to want to wait for the platform to heat up again. It will just turn green once again on the indicator light. It's very easy to use. And I'm going to link you to a video where I've shown you how to use this in detail so that you can figure this foil press out if you're looking for more information on it. Now, I really want to keep the design of these cards simple. I'm going to add a double layer of foam adhesive to the back of these sentiments. And then I've just trimmed down a strip of vellum into kind of a banner shape to create just a little bit of a layering effect behind this sentiment. I'm just going to remove the backer from that double layer of foam adhesive, place that vellum strip behind it, and then I'm going to add this entire sentiment onto my card front panel that I created kind of at an angle. And then I'll take this card panel and adhere it to my A2 size card base. So to create my A2 size card base, I cut my cardstock to 5.5 by 8.5 inches and I scored it at 4 1/4 to create this horizontal card. And I am just using some tape runner adhesive to adhere these card fronts onto the card base. And I will finish these off by adding a few sequins, actually more than a few. Let's be real. If there's a chance to add sparkle, I'm going to do it. I've added just a little drop of liquid adhesive to the tips of these snowflakes, and I'm taking some 4mm sequins and just adding those into the snowflake pattern. Now, for those of you who want to use these but do not have the foil press, I'm going to show you how to do this. Now, this is the normal cutting sandwich for the Gemini Junior. It's the clear cutting plate, plastic shim, magnetic shim, and then a second clear cutting plate. Instead of using that sandwich, I'm going to use the clear cutting plate. I'm going to add my cardstock and my impressive die with the pattern facing the cardstock. Then I'm going to add the rubber or silicone embossing pad, the magnetic shim, the metal shim, and then my second cutting pad. And that creates a really beautiful blind embossed effect onto this watercolor cardstock. Now I'm going to do this again. I'm going to add about 3 of these to my card front here. Once again, just placing that die with the pattern facing the cardstock onto my plastic cutting pad. And then I'm adding the silicone cutting pad, the magnetic shim, and the metal shim, and topping all of that off with the second cutting pad. Now that created a blind emboss effect, but if you want to do a faux letterpress effect, I'm going to show you how to do it with this impressive thank you Die-namics as well. I've added a piece of purple tape with the sticky side up onto my surface and added that die right on there, and then I'm just tapping a tiny bit, very, very lightly tapping the ink onto the surface of this die, and I am going to flip that over using that tape that I put behind it and add it to my cardstock and run it through with that exact same sandwich. And you're gonna see that when I remove the die, this impressive thank you die, it doesn't have any cutting blades, but it has pressed that ink down into the cardstock, and it gives you this faux letterpress effect. Now I'm gonna die cut this as well with that outline die, and I am going to add this onto the same exact card design that I used before, only this time I'm not using any foil or foil press. I've created this entire card using just my Gemini Junior and the shims that come with it. So because I'm die cutting this, I'm going to switch back to my die cutting sandwich and run that through my die cutting machine, and that will give me a beautiful letterpressed and die cut sentiment here. It is so cool, and I'm going to keep the same exact layout for this card. But I know that many of you don't own the foil press and maybe want to use these dies in a different way. So I wanted to really make sure that I showed you that these are not just for people who own like a foil press machine. Now you can use these impressive Die-namics, these hot foil dies from My Favorite Things, with the Spellbinders hot foil system as well. It's the glimmer system. You'll just follow the instructions for using that system with these dies as well, and they will work beautifully. I've used both systems. I'm just using the Gemini today because my Gemini Junior is like, it's so amazing. So that completes my cards for today. A few cards featuring the brand new impressive Die-namics from My Favorite Things. These hot foil dies are so much fun to use, and I love all the shine that you can get for the holidays. But I also think it's really great that you can use these without a hot foil system as well. As always, I will have links to the featured products used in this project in the description at YouTube. So if you're looking for something in particular, be sure to check there, or head on over to my blog at sprinkledwithglitter.com. That will be linked below. Over there, I'll have more still shots, more information, and a complete list of supplies. As always, thanks for joining me today. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notifications here on my YouTube channel so you don't miss any of my paper crafting and card making video tutorials. I'm so glad you stopped by and hung out with me today. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I hope you have a fabulous day. Hey, thanks for sticking around to the very end. You know, if you've made it this far, you are one of my favorites. If you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, go ahead and click the button on the left side of the screen. And here's a couple more video tutorials I thought you might enjoy.